Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be talking about 30th anniversary. Now it's not going to be talking about it in your conventional way where everybody's talking about the product line, about the prices that are crazy. But I want to kind of come from a different perspective. So as I posted a video a couple of days ago saying that I've been back in a hobby for about 18 months or so, and I witnessed a couple things, and I kind of went through a couple things that I want to discuss with you guys here. The first thing is analysis paralysis. Now, analysis paralysis is when you're thinking too much about things, you're overanalyzing things, and you're confused, you don't know where to go, which direction to take, which decision to make. And so you end up basically doing nothing. And with regards to 30th anniversary, um, I started back, I went to a card show back in January 2025. And as soon as I walked into that card show, I was completely stunned and shocked to see how busy it was. It was the beginning of the hype. All this, I took my son with me, and we kind of like were looking around, and we didn't even know where to start, which aisle to go through first, what we're even doing there in terms of like what our goal was, what we're looking after or looking for. We just saw shiny cards everywhere, and people trying to basically take your money and try to make a deal with you for whatever it is that they're selling. It was good. It was extremely packed. People are bumping into you as well. So you're basically I walked out of there with like a few cards that I had no idea I was looking for. I didn't even need from like various sets that I didn't even know which set was what was released. Well, all we knew is that Prismatic had just released, but we didn't know what was the set prior to that, and what were the singles that were hot at the time, what had gone up, what had gone down. So I kind of felt a little bit of analysis paralysis where I was thinking about everything and kind of couldn't really decide on what I wanted. And so this is what could lead coming with the 30th anniversary. This is a part of the hobby that a lot of people may feel, may go through, may resonate with, as because there's so much to look at, there's so much to know, there's so much knowledge and research to be done that sometimes you can get carried away and basically just do nothing at all, which is bad for an investment and a collector point of view. Now, along with to go with that, we also have FOMO. FOMO is something that is very real, that affects us psychologically, that affects us our decision making. It's different to analysis paralysis, where if you decide not to buy something, you are making a decision, right? So your decision making ability is affected that way with analysis paralysis. Now with FOMO, we are affected in the sense where your brain tells you that you're going to miss out on something, on whatever this release is or whatever that box is or that particular card, and you just end up making a decision in the spur of the moment without much analytical thinking at all, or even thinking about your finances or your budget, and then just make a move that you most likely will regret within an hour or within minutes of you actually leaving the show or making a purchase online or what have you. So 30th anniversary is coming. We all know that. It's a big hype. These boxes are crazy. I saw like boxes being sold, the UPC boxes being sold for like $1,400 US. We saw ETBs being sold for $400 US. We saw the whole GameStop fiasco happening now, where they put them all at 130, the regular TBs, then at 150. Now I think they're back. Now they're even up to 180. So this is where FOMO can kick in, right? You think you're not going to have enough product, you think you're not going to have enough time, or you're not going to know where to get it, and you're going to go and find the first deal you get, or you get the first deal you find, and you end up overpaying, and you know it's going to come down. I haven't been doing this for a long time, but what I have witnessed is typically things will go down a week or two after a release date, right? Whatever price you may see on a booster box, on ATB, or even booster bundles, after a week or two, they do come down a little bit and they kind of flatten off for a little bit of time. So that's typically the time you want to pick something up. Is that going to be the same for 30th? We don't know. It's such a big hype. It's most likely the biggest set of the year, most likely the biggest set ever. And so we do know that they're printing the crap out of it. That's a fact. So FOMO is something that you can hurt yourself because you may make a decision where you would regret, right? So they both affect, both analysis paralysis and FOMO affect your decision making abilities. But there is one way that we can curb that. There is one way that we can kill that off, both of these negative aspects. And that is basically having a plan, a strategy, and an execution, right? So when you plan, you need to have an idea of what you want and what you're trying to accomplish. Ideally, you want a primary mission, a primary objective, or a quest, if you will, and you want to follow that and kind of sort of put that in the tunnel vision and basically chase that objective, whatever, whether that is for the month or for the quarter or for the year. And until you complete it, you don't look at anything else. To give you an example, I like to invest in every single set. And every single set, I like to invest at least in 2 booster boxes and 4 ETBs of a main set. With the specialty sets, I try to get 8 ETBs minimum. So Chaos Rising just came out. I already picked up my booster boxes. I'm just about to pick up my last ETB. And that's it. I'm done. And I am pretty much okay with that. I'm looking forward towards Pitch Black. Now, aside from having a main objective, a main mission, you can also have side missions, right? Side little gigs that you want to go for. One of ours is basically master setting all the Mega Evolution sets. So we're almost pretty much close to finishing the base set. We just need the gold, the Gardevoir Gold, and that'll be pretty much for base Mega Evolution. Now, that is our plan, and that's what we chase, and we kind of don't stray away from it, right? Every set that comes out, I want to get my exposure, get my position allocated, and then I also have a budget that I follow. And very rarely do I kind of go off that budget. I only go off that budget, typically speaking, when there's a really good deal that I run into on Facebook Marketplace, or if I catch a lucky Pokemon drop, which has only really happened once or maybe twice in the last year and a half. So it's very rare that may occur. Now, leading towards forward, you need to have a strategy, right? Having a plan itself, it isn't really much unless you actually have a strategy in order for you to be able to accomplish your plan, right? Your goal, your objective. Now, there's different kinds of strategies that you can do within the hobby. We personally, I don't know if some of you guys may know, we sell Japanese products. So with the profit of the Japanese products, that we tend to really reinvest in Japanese, so we get more boxes, and then we leave a little bit left over in order to chase the SIRs for the master sets, the little singles, and even help implement the monthly budget that we cast aside for the main positions and allocations. Another side quest that we have is with great cards. So we will have a small budget for looking for singles, and these can be $20, $30, $40 cards, nothing really expensive, that by getting a tag 10, I personally use tag. Ever since I started, I've only used tag. I've graded about maybe 40 tag cards. And just because PSA, when I came in, was already having the whole fiasco of having to wait 9 months and the whole upgrade crap. They do charge you extra in case your card becomes more valuable with the 10. So I don't like that. And so I just literally stuck with tag. And we've made considerable amount of money with that, to the sense where basically almost the hobby can take care of itself in that regard. And so that's the strategy part, right? You need to strategize on how you're going to accomplish that goal that you set for yourself. So for us, we use a Japanese product and we use card grading. And then thirdly and lastly, you have to be able to execute this plan, right? You got to get out there and get it done. Like, how are you going to do it? Is it going to be through card shows? Is it going to be through trading? Put a plan of action and actually follow through and actually see your investment or your collection coming to fruition, right? And this is interesting to think about because 30th is coming and it's going to come faster than we think. We're less than 2.5 months away. And it's going to come knocking pretty hard, right? You're going to see FOMO everywhere. You might even see some analysis paralysis where people don't know what to buy. Prices are going to be insane. They already are. And so I just wanted to put this video out here to kind of keep everybody keep your objectives in track and basically follow what you're doing and just keep going and stay the course like Rudy says. And that's it, guys. So thank you guys for watching and have a good one. God bless.